What is up, Need for Speed Racers? It is I, your wheelman, Alex Cornnut, and I'm here today with the Cornnut Crew Copium Series, Week 4. This week, you guys, we are running the Nissan GTR Premium Edition on Track Day Special. It is perfect for that track. The pairing is perfect. The car is super sturdy and stable. It's a very good A+ build. I've been saving this one because I think this week is going to be a blast. For those of you guys that are new to the Cornnut Crew, new to the Copium series, or just need a refresher on what we're doing out here, this is a free to enter league, series, challenge, call it what you will, for Need for Speed Unbound. It is something that I personally host with my crew, and it is free for everyone to get in, and we encourage everyone to participate. It is designed from the fastest guys in the game all the way down to the newest players that maybe got the game today. Everybody can participate. It's really easy to enter. Let me go over the rules with you. The way it works is you've got to drive the Nissan Skyline GTR Premium Edition, not the Nismo, so make sure you get this one. You run it on Track Day Special, which is the first race in the A+ playlist. Set a time on that track in this car and get a screenshot at the end. That screenshot just has to show Track Day Special, your name, gamer tag, the car you drove so I know you're in the GTR, and then your time. That's all you need, and then you submit that to me. You can submit that via Discord in the Copium series that I've got, or you can email it to me if you don't use Discord. My email will be at the bottom. It's really simple. It's alexcornnut@gmail.com. So hit me up. That's it. And you're in. I break everybody up into splits. Last week, the splits were super close. We had 8, 9 people all within coming in a second of each other. We had some ties. We had people that were literally 1/100th away from swapping spots. I was one of those guys. I lost by 100th. You guys tapping me while we're racing. I know who you are. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. And the idea of the splits is to take the very fastest guys, give them their glory up in the top split. They're racing for the Omega Fast time. And then as we progress down the splits, we get to guys that are newer, guys that are just learning the game, guys that have never set a time before. One gentleman, him and his kids play, and his 9 and 12-year-old got out there and raced with us the last couple of weeks, and they were setting times. And so it is really designed for everyone. And at the end of the week, I do a wrap-up video. I put everybody's names in it. I go over every single split. Everybody gets a shout-out, and it is just a blast. People have been learning new techniques. We've been improving our times, and we've been creating a community here. I've never seen so many people click up and become friends because we're setting times on Copium. So literally, guys, get out there, get your screenshot this week on track day, send it to me, and let's get it going. The reason that I chose Track Day Special with this car is because we've had this build for a while for A+. It's actually really good. I think that we will see this car used a lot in A+ after this week because you guys are going to find that it's actually very well suited to A+. But Track Day Special is one that we chose. Myself and Neil, we've been putting a lot of time into the selection of tracks because we want to develop the community. Every time we do one of these, somebody's like, yeah, hey, I worked on manual this week, or I was just working on getting my boost, or whatever it is. We're working on techniques. So Track Day Special has got a special route that you can really work, and so I want to show that to you right now. What you're going to be doing on Track Day Special is you're going to enter, this is the second corner, it's a big right sweeper. It is a big grip turn. It's going to give you 3 bars of boost when you complete that corner. You're going to need to hold that boost, so that's a technique you're going to work on up through the corner, and then you Tron turn at the top with that 3 bar. So big right sweeping grip turn. Watch it give the boost right there. Once you come up the hill, your boost will expire, so you need to find a way to milk it, and that's just doing brake tap or gas tap and turning just a little bit, so that way it puts the boost bar back up, and then you tap boost and tap handbrake at the top and hook a really tight left turn, and that's a Tron turn to do it that way. You'll see that the controller inputs, I do AX really fast, right there, boom, and it turns really, really sharp. The whole reason I wanted to do this is because this car is stable, it's fast on this track, so it's a good pairing. This track specifically is good to learn this technique because you will use this all over Need for Speed Unbound. But if I had to pick a place for somebody to learn it, it was this track. And so why not incorporate that into Copium series so 100 of you guys or more can go and maybe work on this technique and get faster, and we elevate the player blaze to a higher tier of play. Don't get me wrong, you don't have to do this technique. If you don't farm boost and you don't work on that stuff, that's fine. But I think that this is a technique that everybody should try to work on putting under their belt if they want to get faster, and it's the fastest way around this track, absolutely. So I'm hooking as tight as you can there. You can go wider and stay on the track and get more of a grip turn, and you'll come out with more boost, but it just depends on your line. I like taking this one. So it's long sweeper. Here I'm doing a brake tap. You'll see me hit the trigger and turn a little bit, and that puts the needle back up in the boost bar, and then when I get to the top of the corner, I hook around it. So that's what we're doing here, you guys. That's why I picked this track and this car combo. It is just perfect for this. So I'm trying to better everyone. We all elevate ourselves. Don't worry about beating anyone else's time, because nobody knows each other's times anyway. Just work on setting a goal for yourself, working on a technique, finding a way to improve yourself this week, and that is the goal. Participation is key, not results. If you show up and you participate, that's good. If you better yourself, that's great. If you've been watching these videos and you know what we're doing and you're racing these tracks and you're out here in Need for Speed but you're not sending me screenshots and participating, come up off the couch, get with us. It's a lot of fun, and this is where it's at. Let me show you various different build styles you can do for this car in A+, so that way we can get everybody going. Now, you will notice I also running the Legends body kit for this car. Pretty dope. I got that the first week the game came out, because to get it, you've got to run a bunch of S+ and get wins in it. So I've got that unlocked, and obviously I painted it. This car's got tons and tons of styling you can do. I mean, there is a lot of kits and parts and stuff you can put on this car, so I would say from a style aspect, it's probably one of the upper ones with the most options. But that kit is freaking wild. So Cornnut Racing Crew, $20 and $20. Let's go. So all that being said, let's get into the performance. Now for the engines, there's really three that I honed in on. You guys build the car any way you want, but I would say the 3.0 liter i6, the 4.0 V8, and the 3.8 liter V6, which is the stock motor, are going to be your three real options that we're probably going to hone in on. The stock motor is not bad. You can do a lot with that. I think the 4.0 V8 is the way to go. That's the one me and Nil like, but somebody might find themselves wanting to run the i6. So go with what you feel on that, you guys, but I'm going to delve into the 4.0 V8 right now and kind of show you what we're working with that one. So just know there are some engine options out there. Now for the parts, for this particular build, I ran 80% grip, so that way I can put a little more horsepower in it. If you want to do a 100% grip build, you're going to have to take your induction and you're going to have to put that back to pro. But for this one, let me just show you what I got, and if you find it's too slidey, maybe put more grip in it. But I'm running Super Gold induction, Silver Pro ECU, Silver Pro fuel system, Silver Pro exhaust, and then the Elite Platinum Roots supercharger, Sport Bronze nitrous, Elite Platinum road suspension, Silver Pro brakes, Elite Platinum grip tires. Now if you're a drifter, you might run drift. I was trying it with the roads. Those are not bad either. There's a lot of different ways to skin this cat, you guys. So that's why this week's gonna be fun, because I know you guys like to tweak and tune and try different engines, and I see the camaraderie of people like Team V8 or whatever. Like, just people were clicking up and trying different builds, and I love that. And so I think this one's gonna be a spicy one this week, because there's a lot of different ways to do this. For the clutch, it is a Super Gold clutch. Another reason I chose the car. You automatic players, you are in luck. It's already banging out of control with a good clutch. Sport Bronze 5-speed transmission. I think we're all going to be on the 5-speed this week, because the 6-speed takes us so far out of the class that you would just have to nerf the power and it would become uncompetitive. And then running the Elite Platinum differential, that gives you the most slider, but guys, you can probably get away with running at least a Sport Bronze one. So on that diff, go with what you feel. Auxiliary, I run nitrous drift, nitrous grip, that's probably going to be the name of the game this week. You definitely want grip because you're going to be getting a lot of grip turns, specifically that big right turn that I just showed you on screen here. You might run draft. If you don't find yourself at the front of the pack all the time, but you're wanting to set a time, click up with somebody that's a little faster than you, just based on racing, and then get draft and then draft them and get yourself a little more boost. Farm that, use that going into the corners, and then you're good. For the handling, for this one, I'm running 80% grip. So you're going to slide that slider to the left, go 80%. Steering sensitivity, guys, if you're a new player, old player, whatever, this is preference. You can put that slider anywhere you want. That slider dictates how fast the wheels turn when you tilt the thumbstick. So if it's all the way high and you turn the thumbstick, the wheels turn faster. If it's all the way low and then you turn with the thumbstick, the wheels turn in a little slower. So how quick the car responds to your inputs is determined by steering sensitivity. If you're driving the car and it feels too twitchy, it feels a little out of control, might be too high, back it down. If you're going to turn in and the car doesn't react as fast as you want, maybe turn it up. So go with what you feel. Downforce, run it all the way high, run it all the way low. There's going to be a lot of different places for this week, you guys. So based on your build, set up your downforce. Running it all the way high is how I have this build configured with the 80%. There's last 2 clicks is the only place that is A+ to 69. Nice. Traction control off. Drift entry, you can run brake tap or gas tap or both. You need to have drift entry on one of those 2 options to get the technique where after you get your grip turn, you turn a little bit and then tap one of the gas or the brake, so that way it initiates a small micro drift and allows you to keep that bar up to save your boost for the Tron turn. So make sure you have one of those on. Don't care which, maybe both, do what you feel, but just make sure that you are equipped for that this week if you want to work on that technique. If not, do you, Pikachu, run the track, have fun, set your best time. We're all good with that. Guys, this is a judgment-free zone, and I totally celebrate the newer players and the guys that only have maybe a couple hours on a weekend to play the game with us, and so their times maybe aren't as fast as the top guys. Like, I celebrate the bottom splits more than I celebrate the top, because that's the player base that I'm trying to attract. So if you've not done this yet, turn up, get a time, send it to me any way that you can. If you are in Discord or you don't know what Discord is, it's a program, a server that we can use. You can get on your phone, on the PC. It's how we all link up. We're all in there chatting, talking, hanging out. I've got the best, most active Discord for Need for Speed Unbound right now. There is no question of that. There's bigger content creators that have huge, amazing Discords. But if you're looking for Need for Speed Unbound content, it's right here. For sure. Ask any of the guys. They'll all tell you. So, that's the deal. That's Copium. This week's going to be awesome. This build, 652 on the horsepower, 651 on the torque. Guys, if you wanted to do a different build there, you could go Pro NOS like that. And then you can even bring your handling up a little bit, bring your downforce down. So that's like another way you can configure that. Take a little less out of the horsepower, give yourself a little better bottle. There's a lot of configurations for that car this week, you guys. So build it any way you want. Just make sure it's the GTR Premium Edition. Go set your time for the Copium series. Take part in the biggest series in Need for Speed Unbound right now. And let's have some fun. This is all about lifting up the community and bringing you guys up to a higher player level and get people interested in something that maybe you've never done before. Start setting times in places you've never set times before. Make some new friends and just enjoy Need for Speed in a way that the content creators or the developers for this game right now are really not providing us. There's no way to really record lap times or do anything, so that's why we're doing it this way. And it's awesome. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for participating. Wraps will be coming out for this car this week. I know PlayStation 5's already got one because I had one of my boys make it. I know PC's going to get more this week. We had a bunch of wraps last week for Copium series. So if you are looking for paints and wraps, go to the community. If you go to most recent, you be watching. There's going to be some Copium series paint jobs coming out. So if you want some custom stuff, be on the lookout. There's like 5 or 6 guys in the crew that are making those. So be on the lookout. Other than that, Much love. I appreciate you guys so much for supporting me. Like the video. Please subscribe if you're not. Put a comment down below. Say you're excited. Whatever. Put this in front of more people so more people can come and participate and we can grow this. This is already the biggest competitive series in the game, but let's level it up and make it bigger. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.